In 1998, we didn't realize we were founding a new company. A small group of us were charged with creating Starcom Mediavest Group from what was then the media department of one of the largest advertising agencies in the world, Leo Burnett. I guess you would have called us founders in today's startup speak. We knew the stakes were high, we were doing something extremely difficult at an agency that always prided itself on its full service mantra. Leo Burnett, the founder of the agency in 1935, believed that when you stop living up to his ideals for what advertising and his company should be, you should take his name off the door. He gave a pretty famous speech on the subject at the Burnett breakfast when he retired. Well, Starcom was taking his name off the door, which was a pretty radical idea at the time, but we were doing it in the name of change, innovation, and becoming the agency of the future, fueled by media. This idea was born from a powerful thesis, that where you reached people and what context you reached them in was more important than what the brand said or the ad message contained. In an age of Google, Facebook, and online streaming, this now seems normal. In 1998, this was pretty innovative stuff. In 2003, I went on to run our operation in New York, which set the largest new business record of $1.8 billion, won in 18 months with the likes of P&G, Coca-Cola, and M&M Mars. In 2008, I became the global CEO of SMG and held that role for nearly 10 years. So my career really spanned the first 20 years of SMG's history. But at the beginning, we were keenly aware of a couple big challenges. We were late to this party. The wave of independence had taken over Europe and Asia already, and the US companies had been launched by WPP and IPG. And if we were going to be successful and win, we needed to bring a distinct advantage versus the bigger players who were there first. The good news is we had solid answers to both of these challenges. The first key decision we made was to build the SMG business to be strategically or consumer planning led, not based on spending clout or buying led. The second decision was to commit to knowing consumers best, how they use media and brands. Our goal was to be the smartest at the intersection of brand usage data, media data, and contextual data. Why and how people use media. We invested in technology to enable a real-time free flow of media data to the agency and our clients. We invested in research to understand consumers and how they interacted with brands. We invested in systems that allowed us to calculate reach and frequency, measurement and analytics today, better and more granularly than ever before. We were channel agnostic and always putting consumers at the center of the problem. The result was that we were enormously successful. We were named Ad Age and Adweek's Media Agency of the Year 3 times in 2000, 2003, and 2004. We won more new business from 1998 to 2008 than any other ad or media agency in history, nearly $8 billion. We were named Media Agency of the Decade from 2000 to 2010. And today, it's very easy to see how we were building the first parts of a media bridge to creativity and technology. We began the study of what has now become paid, owned, and earned media. We were deeply interested in how movements could be created by using a combination of big media with passion point media to form waves of excitement amongst consumers. There are many lessons to be learned from our experience. If I were to compare it to today's world of entrepreneurs and startups, I would say first that you have to have a great idea. A true entrepreneur thinks about gaps in the marketplace that are simply not met and finds the opportunity. But not only do you have to have a great idea, you also have to have a great product or software or top talent and a unique culture that supports and unleashes the best in people. We didn't have the luxury of time when we were creating SMG. We had an idea and we had to race the clock to shape the idea and bring it to life against our competition in the shortest amount of time possible. Some might say we made the impossible possible. There were a lot of industry experts who said it couldn't be done. What I'm most proud of is that not only did we do it, we created an enduring company with a strategic philosophy that shapes the media world even today.